Hey YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna be showing you my Naturia deck list today. Alright, let's get started. Let's see, I run 3 Naturia Butterfly. What this card does is that you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard to negate 1 attack once per turn. Alright, next we have 2 Naturia Marons. Alright, they are the recyclers of the deck. They take 2 Naturias from the graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck, then you get to draw a card. They recycle each other, and if you run cherries, they are also very good for that as well. Alright, next we have 3 Naturia Cliffs. They're the main searcher of the deck. Alright, what they're going to do is when they're destroyed and sent to the graveyard, that excludes Synchro and Tributing by the TCG card ruling. They can special summon a 1500 or less Naturia from your deck to your side of the field. Right. Next we have 2 Naturia Fruit Flies. Alright, what these guys do is, as long as they're on the field, for every Naturia that you control that's face up, your opponent loses 300 attack for each. Alright, so if you have like these abilities stack, so if you have 2 of them on the field and 3 monsters including them, then basically your opponent is going to lose about 3000 attack for all of their monsters. Right, and then their secondary ability is that you can once per turn take control of a monster your opponent controls with 0 defense. Right. Also run 1 Naturia Mantis. What his effect is that you can discard a Naturia from your hand to destroy a normal summon monster your opponent controls. Right. And there's Naturia Vayne. His effect is that you can tribute him and another Naturia along with him to negate the effect of a spell or trap card. I don't necessarily use that effect. I just use him because he's a level 1 tuner, because I don't run cherries in this deck. Right. Then I have 2 Naturia Pumpkins. What happens is when they're normal summoned and your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon another Naturia from your hand to your side of the field. That includes Naturia Bamboo Shoot, but you would not get his effect. Alright, speaking of Naturia Bamboo Shoot, I run 2 of them. 2 may actually seem a bit too many. You definitely should not run 3. These are sometimes a dead draw. Once you tribute a Naturia monster for them, then your opponent can't activate spell or trap cards as long as he's on the field. Right. Then we have Cosmobeat. Let's say your opponent goes first and the normal summoner set a monster. So that activates his special ability where he can be special summoned from the hand. And then if you have Bamboo Shoot in your hand on your first turn as well, then you can tribute him on your first turn to get Bamboo Shoot out. Right. Then I have Naturia Antjaw. Uh, this card really counters 6 Samurai kind of decks. Any deck that special summons like crazy. Right. Every time your opponent special summons, it allows you to special summon a level 3 or lower Naturia from the deck. So that includes Fruit Fly, Marin, Cosmobeat, and Naturia Butterfly to negate your opponent's attacks. Alright, and then you can just like go into your extra deck, synchros, and just go crazy with it. Alright. 1 Naturia White Oak. What happens is when he's targeted by a card effect, like say Bottomless or Dimensional Prison, you can tribute him and special summon 2 Naturia monsters from your deck to your side of the field. They're destroyed at the end phase. I usually do Naturia Cliff, so that once they get destroyed, they special summon another one from my deck. Alright, and for the last of the monsters, we have Caius the Shadow Monarch. It's really just about control. Banish a single card on the field. If it's a dark monster, deal 1000 damage to your opponent. Alright, next we're going to move on to spells. This is a newly added card, Forbidden Dress. Your monster loses 600 attack, and they can't be destroyed by card effects or targeted. Also got Forbidden Lance and Forbidden Chalice. Monster gains 400 attack, but their effects are negated. Monster loses 800 attack and defense, but they're unaffected by spells and trap cards. Right. Next, we're gonna have Instant Fusion in here. Pay 1,000, special summon a level, I believe it's 6 or lower. Oh no, I'm sorry, 5 or lower. Right. Fusion from your extra deck, and it's destroyed during the end phase. Right. Also got one Monster Reborn. One Shrink. It halves target monster's attack until the end of the turn. Really good for saving like Bamboo Shoot. My buddy has a shield. If they wanted to use Mirror Force, and if they use any card that would target and destroy any of your monsters, then you pay 1,500 and you negate and destroy that card. Right. Book of Moon. Flip monster face down. Dark Hole, no description necessary. Heavy Storm, no description necessary. MST, no description necessary. Alright, next we're going to move on to traps. One Dark Bribe. Alright, you're going to allow your opponent to draw one card to negate the effect of a spell or trap card and destroy it. It's a counter trap, so nothing can negate it except for another counter trap. Starlight Road, when an effect would destroy 2 or more of your cards, you can activate this, special summon Stardust, and negate that effect. Right, then I run 2 Compulse, field control really. Solemn Warning, pay 2,000, negate any kind of summon or effect that would special summon. Mirror Force, no description. Call of the Haunted, special summon monster in the grave, in attack. Deep Prison, banish an attacking monster. Venus Chain, equips on to a target monster, their effects are negated and they can't attack. Bottomless, destroy monster with 1,500 or more attack and banish him. Alright, next we're going to move on to the extra deck. Alright, have 2 Naturia Beasts. Alright, you're going to send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard and negate the effect of a spell. Alright, then Barkion. Banish 2 cards in your graveyard and negate the effect of a trap. Landois, discard a spell from your hand and you can negate a monster effect. Black Rose blows up the field, but it also works well in this deck because there are plant type monsters, so you can use a secondary ability, make your opponent's monster 0 attack. So also have 2 Stardust Dragons, one for Starlight Road, one for Synchro whenever I can. Alright. I also have Mistworm. There are a lot of level 3s in this deck, so 3 level 3 monsters really shouldn't be that difficult at all. It also goes 2, 4, and 3 as well, so it's just really easy to get this one out in this deck. Returns 3 target cards your opponent controls to the hand. Alright, and then last we have Cybersaurus. He's a level 5 Earth Fusion. I use him for quick synchros, like if I have a Naturia Butterfly on the field, which is a tuner, and him, then I can do Stardust, or if I have my level 1 Naturia Vein out, then I can automatically synchro for Barkion. Alright, and that was my Naturia deck profile. Hope you liked it.